Hey there, Joy Seeker. Today I am talking about why you're still angry after divorce. I want to help you understand your anger and teach you how to let it go. I'm Jenn Zingmark, an LDS life and divorce coach. So thanks so much for joining me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to get all my latest videos. So let's face it. Divorce can stir up some really intense emotions, and anger is one of the most common. And if you've gone through it or you're going through divorce right now, you have felt this. Maybe you're feeling angry at your ex, angry at the situation, even angry at yourself or with God. Today, I want to talk about understanding why you're feeling angry and, most importantly, how you can let it go. Letting go is not about dismissing the pain. It's about healing and moving forward. And I know you can do that. Let's start by talking about where your anger comes from. Divorce brings up a whirlwind of emotions. You can have feelings of betrayal, abandonment, even humiliation, guilt, a deep sense of failure. There's so many negative emotions that come along with divorce that all of these built up negative emotions can quickly escalate and erupt into anger. And here's the thing. Anger is a defense mechanism. It is your mind's way of shielding you from pain or fear. So if you feel anger, I want you to pay attention and listen to your anger. Many times, it's there to warn you or protect you from a violation of your boundaries, your safety, your well-being, or even a violation of justice. So think about anger like a volcano. All of these powerful emotions build up beneath the surface until they erupt in the form of anger. And when that happens, you can just get enraged, get out of control, say and do things that you regret, and just get overwhelmed. But what if you could recognize those feelings before the eruption and diffuse them? You can do that. So, the first step in letting go of anger is acknowledging that it's there for a reason. If you were betrayed or your ex walked out on you or left you or cheated on you, maybe your marriage just fell apart despite all of your best efforts to save it, whatever the reason, your anger is justified. It's a normal, natural response to the end of a marriage. But I want you to recognize that holding on to this anger just keeps you stuck in the past. It's like carrying a big backpack full of heavy rocks. Sure, those rocks represent the pain and the hurt that you've been through, but you're carrying them, not your ex, not anyone else. And the longer you carry them, the heavier they become. So you might feel justified in holding on to those rocks because they symbolize your hurt and the wounds that you've experienced. But after a while, they will start to weigh you down. And that's what happens when you hold on to anger. It can start to control you, and it will keep you trapped in a cycle of resentment and bitterness. And it just keeps that pain renewed. You keep feeling that sense of pain over and over again. So, how can you get rid of this heavy weighted backpack on your back? How can you stop carrying those rocks around with you? The first step is going to be understanding the impact of holding on to your anger. When you keep replaying the wrongs that were done to you, reliving them in your mind, retelling the stories over and over, either to yourself or to other people, about how you were wronged and how you were betrayed and how bad your ex was, then it will stop you from healing. It's like pressing rewind on a painful memory over and over again. You keep feeling the hurt, you keep feeling the pain, and then you keep carrying around those painful memories, those big rocks with you. So the more you replay it, the more stuck you are. Okay. Even though it seems justified, You have to let it go. Letting go of anger is not about pretending that the pain didn't happen, that the wrongs didn't occur. I know wrongs happen. It incurs a lot of pain on you and your children and everyone. But to let it go, you have to make a conscious decision to release its hold over you. And trust me, I know how hard it is. Sometimes it feels like holding on to that anger gives you power. It gives you a sense of control over a situation you may not have had any control over. But the truth is, the more that you hold on to it, the less control you actually have. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take just a minute and think about the anger you're holding on to right now. Who or what are you angry with? Is it your ex? Is it the situation? Is it the injustice of your settlement or visitation or custody? Is it yourself? Be honest with yourself and just acknowledge your anger. Don't judge yourself for feeling angry. Just allow it to be there and acknowledge it. Anger is a natural emotion. Okay. And then ask yourself, is holding on to this anger helping me or is it holding me back? Now, let's talk about what letting go of anger actually looks like. Letting go doesn't mean you're saying whatever happened to you is okay, that there was no harm done, that you're fine with it. I am not asking you to do that. It doesn't mean that you're minimizing the hurt or betraying yourself or letting your ex off the hook. Sometimes my clients say that. Letting go is about choosing to set it down, to take off that backpack and set it on the ground. It's about choosing peace over pain. And when you do that, friend, you will make room in your life for healing and joy and for allowing God's grace to heal your heart. Because here's the truth. God does not want you carrying around that heavy weight. He wants you to release it and trust that He will handle the rest. Leave justice, ultimate justice for right and wrongs that occur here in our lives, leave it to God. Holding on to anger doesn't punish your ex, it doesn't punish anyone else, it only punishes you. So, how do you let go of it? That's what I'm going to discuss in the next video. But before we dive into the practical steps, I want to remind you that it is normal and natural to feel angry at your circumstances, at what's happened to you for the wrongs that you have experienced. But it's important that you acknowledge that anger, acknowledge the wrongs that have happened to you. And it is okay to release it, to let go of it, to not replay that story over and over and keep telling it to yourself and to everyone that will listen. That only renews the hurt and pain and it keeps you stuck. I don't want you to carry around that heavy weight with you anymore. So, if you're ready to learn how to release your anger, make sure you stick around for the next video where I will walk you through the steps to letting go of your anger. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe. You will get a notification anytime I release a new video. And if this video resonates with you, make sure you share it with someone else who could benefit. I am here to walk this journey of divorce, healing, and recovery, and actually growing better in your divorce journey with you. So keep seeking joy, friend, and I will see you soon.